So I'm gonna start with just some background information on me that'll give people more time to log in without missing the details of the Dubai trip. Hi, Joy from Tallahassee and Yolanda from, is that Yoki? That's Yoki. Hey, how you doing? Uh, but my name is Tamika Williams. I am the owner of the travel agency I've Got a Flight to Catch and the creator of the Facebook group by the same name that hopefully most of you all are in. And I've been a lover of travel since I was a child. And one day somebody said, you should be a travel agent. So hi, Susan, how you doing? So I decided to start a travel agency. I've Got a Flight to Catch and hopefully introduce more people to the love of traveling since I love doing it and I've been doing it for friends and family for decades. I thought I'd branch out and um, uh, introduce some to traveling and give others an opportunity to travel where someone else has done the legwork. So um, what I hope that I've Got a Flight to Catch will be is a place that you all will look to for your future trips, not just Dubai, but in the years to come. I've already have trips planned into 2022 and 2023. So hopefully you'll travel with us, fall in love with traveling with us, and we'll just become a great big old family of travelers. Um, and not only do I do these group trips, I can also do trips for you as a solo traveler, you and Bay, family reunions, school reunions, whatever. I am a full service travel agency. So that's a little bit about who I am and what I do. Um, Yes, Susan is here from Boston. Susan is already on our trip also. Uh, Tanya from North Carolina. I mentioned briefly that other trips that are coming up. If Corona gets out of the way, and I'm crossing fingers and burning sage and sending up prayers that it will get out of the way, the first trip after Dubai is Rio de Janeiro for Carnival, which is in February of 2022. So I've already laid out the plans for that. All I need is for us to be in a position where we feel comfortable traveling. And I'll have some information about going to Brazil. Also want to do a Ghana trip. Um, Cartagena, Colombia. These are some of the short list trips. So in the not too distant future, these are some of the things that are coming up with I've Got a Flight to Catch. So stay in the group, keep looking for upcoming trips. And like I said, hopefully not only will we travel together this coming October for Dubai, but on after that, we'll just make this a habit that we're just going places all the time. Um, Thank you for joining us today. We're going to talk about the Dubai trip, which is October the 3rd through the 11th of 2021. The package is currently $1,734, $1,700.34. I'm sorry, $1,734. That price does go down every fifth person that joins. So currently we have 30 people that are making payments for the trip. That price will go down again when we get to 35 travelers. When we get to 40 travelers, that price will decrease again. There is an itinerary that shows what all that 1734 covers. It does not cover your flight or your travel insurance. I did check Emirates earlier today and the price is holding steady. For flying out of Chicago is $799, which is a great price. That's actually less than what I paid to fly out of Chicago. New York flying out of JFK is also $799. And I know that at least one person is flying out of California. That price, I believe, is $899. So if you are thinking about going to Dubai, the price for the airfare flying on Emirates is at a good price right now. You don't have to buy on Emirates, but Emirates has typically the shorter flight and they have great reviews. They win awards for customer experience. And it's easier to manage if we're all pretty much together. So if it's convenient for you to fly out of Chicago, that is the preferred. We have about 17 people flying out of Chicago so far. But if Chicago is not convenient for you, you can fly out of whichever airport, whatever airline is convenient for you that will get you to Dubai. DXB is the airport on October the 4th. And once you make your airfare purchase, I need to know your flight information. Okay, so I needed to tell you about the airfare. I needed to tell you about travel insurance. Yes, you will need travel insurance. Travel insurance can be purchased through me or on your own, but you do need travel insurance. With that being said, I'm going to turn it over to Karen Samuel, who works for Goway. Goway has been responsible for making the connections in Dubai. So she's made the reservations at the hotel with our excursions, ground transportation, and all of that. She is a groups coordinator that works for Goway, and she's been extremely patient with me, as I call her, repeatedly with questions and changes and suggestions for the trip, because I am trying to make this a once in a lifetime trip for you all that that you'll talk about on into the decades. So Karen, if you are ready, I turn it over to you.
Thank you, Tamika. So welcome everybody. I'm Karen Samuel. I work for Goway Travel and I'm in the groups department. I handle groups to Dubai and to basically all over the world. I specialize in Dubai, Africa, Asia, South America, pretty much everywhere that Goway sells. So to start with, let me tell you something about Goway Travel. Goway was founded in 1970, making us one of North America's oldest and most established tour operators. With Goway, your money is 100% safe and your client's money is fully protected. In the US, we belong to the United States Tour Operator Association, ASTA, which is the American Society of Travel Advisors, NTA, which is the National Tour Association, and we also belong to IATA, APTA, ATEC, and the Association of Promotion of Tourism to Africa. Our Trustpilot score is excellent, and you can read many of our travelers' testimonials on our website, which is www.goway.com. In today's times, it is essential to know exactly who you're dealing with and be assured that Goway is here to stay. I personally have been employed at Goway since 1999, so that's almost 22 years. Goway Groups is the exclusive division that caters to groups of all interest. We customize your itinerary to fit your specific needs, and we always try to offer experiences of a lifetime every time. Your itinerary to Dubai is carefully planned and custom designed so as to offer an enhanced experience combined with excellent value to the traveler. Dubai is United Arab Emirates holiday hotspot. It's known for its luxury shopping, ultra-modern architecture, beaches, and lively nightlife. Dubai has a year-round hot climate. In October, expect the temperature to be in its 90s. Dubai is famous for its sightseeing attractions. One of them is the Burj Khalifa, Dubai's major tourist attraction, which at 829 meters is the tallest building in the world. You will be visiting this building and you will take in magnificent views of the city from the 124th and the 125th levels. The Dubai Mall is the city's premium mall and one of the city's best places to visit for a day of shopping and indoor activities. It houses the Dubai Aquarium, and there is also an ice skating rink, a gaming zone, and a cinema complex if you're looking for more entertainment options. There's the Jumeirah Beach, which is the #1 beach destination for Dubai visitors. The beach has excellent facilities with plenty of sun lounges, restaurants, and water sport operators offering jet skiing. One of the highlights of your tour package is the Dhao dinner cruise. A dhao is a traditional Arabian wooden boat that is converted into a floating restaurant. You will enjoy dinner and entertainment while taking in the view of the city illuminated at night. Another highlight of your trip is the desert safari, where you will experience what is known as dune bashing. You set out into the desert in a 4x4 for a thrilling journey over the sand dunes. Watch the sunset and then go on to the desert camp where a delicious Arabian barbecue meal awaits you. You can also have your hands painted with henna, smoke a shisha, and watch the belly dancers perform as you enjoy your dinner. You also have the opportunity to enjoy a Friday brunch at Atlantis the Palms Saffron Restaurant. With more than 220 dishes and 20 live cooking stations, you're spoiled for choice. Included in your package is also a visit to the capital of the United Arab Emirates, Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi is about an hour and a half away from Dubai. Here you will visit the Falcon Hospital and you will have an opportunity to take photos with the majestic falcons sitting on your arms. Then you will visit the Sheikh Zayed Mosque, an iconic symbol of Abu Dhabi, where you will have a guided tour of the inside of the mosque. It is one of the very few mosques that are open to tourists. Keep in mind that there is a strict dress code when you visit the mosque. Your head and your shoulders must be covered with a scarf. Your arms must be covered up to the wrists, and your legs must be covered up to the ankles. And you mustn't wear any tight or white clothing. With all that's included, this trip is going to be a trip that you will remember for a very long time. Dubai has worked hard to make sure all the necessary outlets and services are available for international visitors to enjoy. Now, I just wanted to talk about the requirements, or rather I should say the new entry requirements for passengers arriving into Dubai, and also the COVID protocol. I think that's on everybody's mind these days, so I just wanted to reassure people about how we are going to handle this. So all passengers arriving into Dubai from any point of origin must hold a negative COVID-19 PCR test certificate for a test taken no more than 72 hours prior to departure. While out and about in Dubai, it is mandatory to maintain physical distance from others, wear a face mask, and undergo temperature checks at all retail and touring site entrances. And remember to keep a spare mask with you as well. Social distancing must be observed at all times, and multiple signs and stickers are in place to clearly mark safe distances. There will be authorities monitoring a strict adherence to preventative measures, and there are fines for not wearing masks. Our team on the ground in Dubai will be wearing masks and gloves at the airport when greeting you on arrival. They will not shake hands to welcome the guests, and we promise they are not trying to be rude. They will offer guests help with their luggage if you are okay with it. The vehicles are inspected and sanitized ahead of time for cleanliness. Some examples of the preventive measures include daily disinfection of all vehicles using government-approved disinfectant, provision of alcohol-based sanitizers with minimum 70% alcohol in all vehicles, monitoring the health of our staff on a daily basis, including temperature checks, provisions of masks and gloves for all drivers to be worn while on duty, and display of preventive measures in each vehicle visible to all passengers. At the hotels and in restaurants, the UAE government has put in place stringent regulations such as only allowing people with valid hotel bookings to enter the property, thermal scanning of hotel guests and staff, all staff to wear gloves and masks at all times and to maintain social distance, disinfection and sanitization of all hotel areas, social distancing markers throughout the hotels, including elevators, complete disinfection and sanitizing daily, and disinfection of high-touch areas such as tables, chairs, menus after each use. Strict hygiene standards are put in place for gyms, pool areas, and beach areas, including limited capacity. And here are some additional steps that we and our suppliers will be taking for the safety of our passengers in Dubai. A personal hygiene kit will be given to clients as soon as they arrive, comprising of disposable gloves, a mask, and a sanitizer. And our clients will be provided with a 24-hour local contact number, which they can call if they need any assistance or if they have any concerns during their stay. Our team is highly trained to provide the right kind of service. Should a client feel unwell or need to visit a medical facility at any time, please contact the 24-hour local emergency number provided and you will receive assistance. Lastly, the current rule is that before one visits Abu Dhabi from Dubai, they will need to take a PCR test 48 hours prior. Besides, you will also need to take a PCR test before your return to the United States. Our local representatives will be able to guide you as to where this can be done. Current costs for this test are between US dollars 25 to 50 depending on where the test is done. Of course, the rules are changing frequently without notice, so it is entirely possible that by the time the group is due to travel this October, this may not even be required. We are hopeful that by October, everyone is vaccinated and things are almost back to normal. So that's a brief synopsis about what to expect when you arrive there and what your itinerary includes. So if you have any questions about Dubai as the destination or about the itinerary, I'm happy to answer any questions for you.
And Karen, we already have a question in the comments about will a proof of vaccination be accepted instead of a negative COVID test?
We haven't got word that this is something that the UAE is looking at, but I think most countries are leaning towards this. And if you do have proof of vaccination, countries like Iceland and many other countries are starting to accept it. So I'm pretty sure that by October, most countries will accept proof of vaccination.
Okay, and Netta has asked, so outside of the COVID test, before we leave and the one to return to the US, we also have to have one when we go to Abu Dhabi. And I believe the answer to that is yes.
Yes.
And then what is the protocol if you are found negative after your arrival and or upon your return? Or is that if you're found positive?
Positive, yeah.
Positive.
Okay, so if you're found positive, then you will be taken to a medical facility that's approved by the UAE government, and you will be treated accordingly over there. And then I believe after the 14 days, again, you will have to take another test to make sure that you're clear and everything is negative.
Then someone asked, what is the cost of the test to go to Abu Dhabi?
It's between $25 and $50 depending on where you're doing the test. There are drive-through tests as well that are cheaper. And there are some tests that you need to book in advance. So our suppliers will discuss with the group beforehand or maybe a day before and let you know availability. And then accordingly, you all will be taken to the place where the vaccines can be given.
Okay. And someone asked, is vaccination mandatory?
Vaccination, we don't know yet whether it's going to be mandatory.
Hello, Joyce. My name is Diana, a personal.
Oh, someone has their mic open.
For sailing with us at the time. I'll give you a call to introduce myself as your.
Someone has their mic open.
Are looking more often. You feel safe and you can always get back.
Hey, somebody's got their mic open and we can hear your
514.
Tamika, just mute everybody. You need to mute Joyce. It's coming from Joyce's number.
I'm sorry.
No problem.
Messages.
Okay. I think I'm trying to mute. Okay. I'm sorry, Karen. Go ahead. Karen, now I don't hear you.
Okay, do you hear me now?
Yep, I hear you now.
Okay, perfect. So I don't think, because the countries are still getting the vaccinations done, I don't think the process is complete for any country as yet. So we don't know what they're going to say once most of the people have been vaccinated. But I think if you have been vaccinated, it's best to make sure you get some sort of proof or identification to show that you're vaccinated, because I think most countries will be leaning towards seeing proof of vaccination instead of a negative test.
Okay. And someone asked, Tanya asked, can we use our insurance to take the test?
For that, I think it's best to see if your insurance will cover it. I don't think that the PCR testing site will be able to bill your insurance company directly. So you may have to ask for a receipt and keep it in so you can submit it to your insurance company for reimbursement.
Okay. And let's see, I'm not seeing any other questions right now, but I forgot to mention before that one of the great things about us going to Dubai October the 3rd, the Dubai Expo is going to be there during the same time that we're there. The Dubai Expo starts on October the 1st and it runs for 6 months through March 31st of 2022. And this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. It's the first time the World Expo has ever been held in Dubai. And the World Expo is sort of like the Olympics, where it only happens every 4 years and the location changes by committee. And so the chance that we're gonna be able to see the World Expo in Dubai it's kind of a 1,000,000 to 1. So we're going to be there when it's happening. The World Expo is where different countries are coming in and they're showing off what they're doing in their countries as far as technology. They have scheduled a parade every single day, live entertainment every single night, and pavilions of the different countries. So you can see what's going on in Ghana and what's going on in Switzerland and Germany and Russia. So, everybody comes to show off what they're doing. So that's gonna be an exciting time for us, in addition to an itinerary that is jam-packed with things to do. So you're really gonna have to pick and choose what you're gonna see, because you won't have time to get it all in. I think we had a couple more questions. Let me see, I think. Let's see, for our group to get tests done prior to departure, or will we have to arrange on our own? You will arrange that on your own. Okay, and just make sure that it's within the 72 hours of us leaving on October the 3rd. And if anyone is looking for airfare, there's only one flight leaving Chicago on from ORD on October the 3rd. So if you see an Emirates flight October the 3rd from ORD, pick that one. So that's the one we're going to be on. And the same for the return. There's only one flight that day leaving DXB going to ORD. Oh, when we leave Dubai, I think Goway is going to coordinate us or lead us to where we go for the testing on the departure.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Do we have any other questions? If you have decided that you want to go to get started, there is a Goway credit card authorization form. Most of you, I believe I have emailed already, so you will fill out that form and email it back to me. Don't post it within the group, but email it back to me, and then I get that information to Karen and she processes your payment. Once you have started making payments and you become a client of mine, you will have a client portal, and you can go into that client portal and then indicate your future payments. So you can go in and say, you know, apply $100 towards my land only package. The payment plan begins on March the 1st, and the land only portion has to be paid for in full by June 30th. So you essentially have 5 months to make the payments, okay? You can wait and buy your airfare at a later date if you want, but as I said earlier, that's $7.99 out of Chicago or $7.99 out of New York. That is a pretty good price for Emirates. And their website is www.emirates.com. If you do not have a roommate, is there a list of people who also prefer a roommate? Yes, what I've done, we have a messenger group where we're getting to know each other. And once the registration time period has closed, we're gonna do some like get to know you so you can, you know, early birds can be with early birds, night owls can be with night owls. Talkers can be with talkers. So, but you know, there's the messenger group is set up so that you all can ask those questions and find out who's going to be a good match for you. Okay. Now, I doubt very seriously if we're going to be in our rooms much at all. As I said, there's something going on at all times, but I do know it's important to be happy with who you're rooming with. So, so the messenger group, once you make your payment, you can come into that group, and there are people who are traveling solo who are looking for roommates. So don't let that stop you. Don't let your friends saying that they're gonna go and they haven't paid yet. Don't let that stop you. We have people who are looking for roommates. So come on and go with us. Okay. Yes, you have until March 1st through June 30th to pay for the land portion of the trip. Your insurance, you need to get your insurance. Most insurance companies want you to get your insurance within 7 days of you making your initial deposit. So there will be 2 expenses right away. Your initial deposit, 160 of that is non-refundable. You can make a larger initial deposit if you want to, but 160 holds your spot. And then you'll also need to get your travel insurance within 7 days. And then along from March 1st through June 30th, you can break that up any way you want. Is there free time in Abu Dhabi?
No, I'll answer that. There isn't a lot of free time in Abu Dhabi because it's a day trip. You'll probably have a couple of hours free to get some lunch, and that will be in between visiting the mosque and the other sites. But you do have 2 free days in Dubai. That's day 4 and day 6. So if you wanted to go to the expo, or you wanted to go to the mall, or you wanted to do some shopping, then those are the days where you have the entire day at leisure after breakfast. And also, I just wanted to say that the hotel that you're at is the Hilton Garden Inn, which is just next door to the Mall of the Emirates. That's a very, very famous mall, very popular. It has its own skiing place, so it's lots of sites, lots of shopping, and just you can just walk across. So you do have lots of free time in Dubai to do things on your own.
And I believe Abu Dhabi is only like an hour, hour and a half away from.
It's an hour and a half from Dubai, yes, and that's a day trip, so there's not much free time over there.
Yeah. So if someone wanted to go back to Abu Dhabi for some free time and to explore on their own, on your free time, we're talking an hour and a half there and an hour and a half back. So it is doable. Someone asked, what's the dress code for the mosque? They couldn't hear earlier.
Okay, so you have to have your head and your shoulders covered with a scarf. You have to wear a blouse with long sleeves so your wrists are covered. You can wear long pants or a long skirt that covers your ankles. Make sure you don't wear anything that's tight, so no leggings or jeggings or nothing tight, and no white clothing because they think that white can be transparent. So preferably wear something like a dark blue or a dark green, something that's not transparent.
Okay, did I miss any questions? I think I've covered everybody's question. Wait a minute, we got a new one. What is the weather like in October?
It's going to be hot. So you're looking at temperature in the 90s.
Okay, do we have any other questions for Karen or for me? Yes, especially when we have a snowstorm here in Indiana. Yes to hot weather. Yes. Registration closes on June 30th. And that is a hard close. No, you cannot contact me or Karen. Well, you wouldn't contact Karen. You cannot contact me on July 1st and say, hey, I have my money. It closes on June 30th. Because then once I get everybody's information, there's a whole nother level of things that have to happen. And then all of that information has to go to our hotel and our excursions there in Dubai. So that is a hard, no one else can come in after June 30th. Deposit is due 3/1, yes. Mandatory is 160, but it can be any amount. And as I said, I do expect there to be more than the current number of people. We have 30. I do expect more people to come. So I do expect that price to come down. So if you're planning to pay the full $1,734 on March 1st, that's not necessary or recommended because I don't want to have to try to figure out refunds or anything like that. So I want that window between March 1st and paying in full so I can say, all right, this is how many people are going. Okay, because at 35 people, the price becomes $1,694. At 40 people, the price becomes $1,650. So, so encourage people, if you know people who love to travel, encourage them to come so we can bring that price down. And I mean, we started at $1,865, we're now at $1,734, and that is a great price to get to Dubai. I'm in several travel groups and I haven't seen anybody that has numbers like we have as far as for all the things that are on our itinerary. At that price, I haven't seen anybody who's even comparable. So it really is a great price. It's a great time to be in Dubai. and we're pretty fun people. There's some people on here who have traveled with me in the past. I like to have fun. There's some of us who are going to dance. If Philip is the only, well, there are 3 guys going so far, but Philip, you may be dancing a whole lot. So I do hope that you all will consider going with us. If you have any other questions, not only can you, post it in the Facebook group, you can message me, you can email me. Let's see, I think that's about all. If you all don't have, yes, Dance Machine Philip, bring some good shoes. Let's see, I like the idea of the monthly meeting yes. So yeah, so once you pay, I'll put you in the messenger group, and they'll all welcome you in. And I think Philip already has a countdown. We need an update on the countdown days to the trip. So so yeah, I do hope that you'll decide to come with us. In October, there are a lot of people celebrating birthdays. So yes, this is going to be a party. I know one of our people, she's on the call tonight, is turning 40. There's a girlfriend that I travel with, a sorority sister of mine that's going. She's having a birthday. There's a anniversary celebration. So we will be partying in Dubai. So come on and join the party. Oh, 228 days and 18 hours until we leave. Yes, Danielle's birthday is October 28th. We're going to celebrate in Dubai. Oh, okay, and Philip too. So yeah, Philip, you're going to dance. Mm-hmm. What are the ages of people that are going? We have one 16-year-old. There are at least 2 20-year-olds, but the bulk of our people are in their 40s, 50s, and I believe we have some 60s also. So we have the gamut. Everybody going. Are there cocktail limitations rules?
Not in Dubai, no. Your hotel will serve alcohol. Of course, you can't drink in public, but definitely no restrictions when you're in restaurants and things like that. It's pretty cosmopolitan, and they're pretty forward in their thinking, so you're good.
Did I miss any questions? Okay, so we have 228 days and 18 hours until we leave. Okay, Netta's going to be 47 at the time of the trip. It's 2 more new messages. Tamika, Tamika, you are amazing. Excellent job. Let me get it together and get registered. So excited. Thank you. Someone asked, can a friend join us for dinner? For our transportation, our ground transportation, getting into different things, those are only for the people who are a part of this group. But if we are having dinner on our own, then yeah, someone can join us. And in fact, I'm planning on us connecting with people who are already there. And there's another travel agent who has a group that is going. I'm planning on us safely connecting with other people. So yes, as long as it's not something where we have ground transportation or we've paid to get in. The saffron meal that Karen mentioned, that's a $200 meal. So no, can't nobody join us on that. That's $200. It's already included in your price. That's just us. Okay. But yes, as long as if it's on our free time, they can come in, but they cannot ride on the transportation with us. Anybody else? Okay, Karen, thank you for your time. Get ready because March the 1st, I think you're going to be quite busy. So,
Thank you. Busy is good.
so, and Karen, are you doing the on February 25th? There is a Ghana webinar. Is that you? Are you doing that?
No, that will probably be my product manager who will be doing it.
Okay, so y'all, I'm serious about these trips. When I tell you, I've already, we working from home, so I got time on my hand. I have put together trips for Ghana, Cartagena, Colombia, Paris, France, Brazil for Carnival. So I got a lot of stuff planned for us. Stay with us, stay connected, stay in that group, invite other people into that group, because a lot of times with group travel, the more people that go, the better price you can get. So, so let's build this family of travelers. I use Goway for my trip to Morocco. I thoroughly appreciate the service I received. Yes, yes. And I did that trip for her. So, okay, if that's it, we can go ahead and close it down. Like I said, you can reach me in the group, email. Many of you have my phone number. If I've emailed you, you have my phone number. If not, I can get it to you. If that's everything, good night, y'all, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.